Morning students, today we are going to discuss about energy flow in an ecosystem. The world around us is made up of living and non-living factors. Living factors are called as biotic factors and non-living factors are called as abiotic factor. There is a continuous interaction between these living and non-living factor. The structure which is formed due to this reciprocal relationship is called an ecosystem. Biotic and abiotic factors and their interactions from an ecosystem. In a food chain, food which provides energy is transferred from one trophic level to another level. The energy transfer in the biosphere in food chain obey the law of thermodynamics. The first law of thermodynamics is energy can be converted from one form to another but cannot be created or destroyed. And according to second law, the energy transformation is never constantly efficient. Then trophic levels in ecosystem. Each level in the food chain is called a trophic level. A trophic level is a step at which the organism obtained its food in the chain. The amount of matter and energy gradually decreases from producers at the lowest level to the top consumer at the highest level. Then energy pyramid. The number of organisms decreases from lowest level to highest level, and this pattern of energy exchange in an ecosystem is called pyramid of energy. Then pyramid of energy in an ecosystem. In the diagram, human, fishes, zooplanktons and phytoplankton. In the process of obtaining food from the remains of organism, decompose, converted them into simple carbon compound, and these substances easily mixed with air, water and soil, from where they are again absorbed by plant and incorporated into food chain. Now next is biogeochemical cycle. The cyclic flow of nutrient within an ecosystem is called biogeochemical cycle. Then types of biogeochemical cycle: gaseous cycle and sedimentary cycle. An accumulation of main abiotic gaseous nutrient material is found in the Earth's atmosphere, and in sedimentary cycle, an accumulation of main abiotic nutrient material is found in soil sediment and sedimentary rocks, the earth. Gaseous cycle includes nitrogen, oxygen, carbon dioxide, water vapor, and in sedimentary, soil components like iron, calcium, phosphorus. Now next is carbon cycle. The circulation and recycling of carbon from the atmosphere to living organism and after their death back to the atmosphere is called as carbon cycle. Plants convert carbon dioxide into carbohydrate by the process of photosynthesis. Similarly, they produce carbon compound like proteins and fats too. Herbivores feed upon plant, carnivores feed upon herbivorous. In this way, biotic carbon is transferred from plant to herbivorous and from herbivorous to carnivorous and from carnivorous to apex consumer. Next is oxygen cycle. Circulation and recycling of oxygen within the biosphere is called as oxygen cycle. Then nitrogen cycle. The circulation and recycling of nitrogen gas into the form of different compounds through various biotic and abiotic processes in nature is called as nitrogen cycle. Then important processes of nitrogen cycle. First is nitrogen fixation. Conversion of nitrogen into nitrates and nitrites through the atmosphere. Industrial and biological processes. Second is ammonification. Release of ammonia through decomposition of dead bodies and excretory waste of organism. Nitrification. Conversion of ammonia into nitrites and then nitrate. And last is denitrification. Conversion of nitrogen compounds into gaseous nitrogen. So in this lecture, we have studied trophic levels in ecosystem, food web, energy pyramid, pyramid of energy in an ecosystem, types of biogeochemical cycle, carbon cycle, oxygen cycle, nitrogen cycle, and last, important processes of nitrogen cycle. Thank you.